Hello ladies, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Andrea. You know, I've been watching all the videos from the last week, the appetizer challenge, and now the side dish. I've been so blown away with everyone's creative talents in the kitchen and how well they're bringing out our star ingredients, which is the Philadelphia cream cheese. I've been really loving every minute of it. So today I'll be making with you a side dish I like to call Mediterranean cream cups. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but when I was growing up, my parents used to take us a lot to Europe, countries like Italy, Greece, France, Croatia, and those amazing, very tasteful flavors in those countries, I fell in love with them. And I feel like they've stuck with me today, and I bring them into my culinary dishes all the time. And that's why I really want to bring them into this dish today with you. And I'm very excited. So I'll be baking the cups in these ramekins. They're just plain ceramic ramekins. People usually do creme brulee or souffles in these. Mine is about 4 inches wide and 2 inches deep. So the servings that I'll be explaining to you are for about 4 people, but I'll be just showing you an example of one, so you'll be able to get the gist of how I'm doing this. So here I have 1.5 pounds of just store-bought pizza dough. Really, you can really find this in any supermarket, your local supermarket. So I'll be cutting about 1/4 to half of this dough. This is just for one ramekin. Before you do anything, just sprinkle some plain flour onto your surface, just so it's easier to work with. Just work the dough as best you can, and have a rolling pin handy so that you can. So we've been rolling this dough to about 1/2 centimeter thick. And just make sure it's pretty much all even. I'm reminding myself of my mom right now, because every Sunday we have pizza. She makes focaccia or pizza, and I walk into the kitchen and I always see her rolling dough, so it's sort of reminding myself of her. Anyway, so I've rolled this dough out to about, like I said, 1/2 centimeter thick, and I have this just plain dish here. It's about 4 inches wider than my actual ramekin. Place it on top of the dough just as a stencil. So just get a nice rounded shape. Cut the excess dough with a knife like this, and it's a nice circle. Next, what I'm going to do is paint some extra virgin olive oil onto the edges of the dough to avoid any sticking on the ramekin. You want the cup to come out nice and easy when you're serving the cups. As well, I'm going to paint extra virgin olive oil onto the inside of the ramekin for the same reasons. You don't want anything sticking. And the extra virgin olive oil is just, the taste is really amazing with the pizza dough. So you're going to flip the dough onto the ramekins. The oiled side, you want it to be facing the ramekin. So just mold the pizza dough into the ramekin with your hands. Okay, so once your pizza dough is molded into your ramekin, you're just going to paint some extra virgin olive oil in the base of the dough as well as on the edges to get that nice brown color. Just like that. And the last thing you're going to do is poke some holes in the base of your ramekin as well as some slits on the sides to avoid any air bubbles forming, so you know your pizza dough sticks right on the bottom of your ramekin. So I'm going to put this into the oven for about 20 minutes at a 350 degree Fahrenheit, and we will see you back. Alright, so while your ramekins are baking in the oven, we will work on the cream cheese mixture. So, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I'll be using the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese, the chive flavor. And this is about 1 cup of the cream cheese mixture. So we'll be using all of the gorgeous, fluffy cream cheese. You place that into a large bowl so you have enough room for mixing. So I really love this whipped cream cheese. It goes perfectly with this side dish because it's nice, light, and fluffy, and it won't fill your guests up for your main meal. So to this cream cheese mixture, I'm going to be adding 3 cloves of chopped up garlic that was fried on the stove with about a tablespoon of olive oil. Then I'll be adding 2 teaspoons of green onion, which I've already chopped up. Add it right in there. And I also will be adding 1 teaspoon of mint, which gives it that nice fresh flavor. I actually have a mint plant right here. It's just an amazing aroma. As well as 1 teaspoon of basil and add 1 teaspoon of fresh parsley. So all these colors come together. You can already smell the mint and the basil. Really nice. Next we'll be adding about 4 chopped up fresh grilled artichokes. So not pickled. I'm not a huge fan of pickled artichokes, but this, it's jarred in olive oil and some salt and garlic. It's really nice. Nice Mediterranean taste. So you mix that all up nice. So the last ingredient that we'll be adding to the cream cheese mixture are these gorgeous black olives. I just purchased them with the pit whole, and I removed the pit with my hands and broke them up into little pieces. It's really simple, and they're naturally really salty, so that's why you notice I haven't added any salt into the recipe. So it gives that nice rustic look. So you mix all the ingredients together, and you can see the smell of the olives are just incredible. So once that is all mixed up, I can bring you over to this cute little cup that I just took out of the oven. And as you can see, it literally just comes right out of the ramekin, and it's nice and brown on the bottom. That's how you know that it's done. Nice browning on the edges. So we're gonna keep the cup in here for now, just for a little while longer. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna add to the cream cheese mixture is some fresh mozzarella. I have about 3/4 of a cup in here, and we're gonna sprinkle some onto the top and place it back into the oven at 400 degrees for about 5 minutes, and it'll give us a nice brown creamy texture on the top. Okay everyone, so we just took the ramekins out of the oven, and as you can see, they literally just pop right out of the mold, and the mozzarella has browned and melted, which gives it a nice texture on top. I'm so excited to eat this. Because this is such a hearty side dish, we're going to be adding just a simple garnish for presentation, which is just a mint leaf. So now it's ready to eat. Okay, so I want to give you guys a nice close-up of the finished product, the Mediterranean cream cups. As you can see that the cream cheese has melted and really combined beautifully with the black olives and the green onions and all the herbs that we put in. Okay everyone, as you all know, my favorite part of the recipe is trying it, so here we go. Just as I expected. The fluffiness of the cream cheese with the nice crispy outer layer of the pizza dough, it really is so good. You can really taste that Mediterranean taste with the saltiness of the olives and the garlic and the fresh herbs that we put in. All the flavors really pop. I know you'll love this recipe, and I hope that you share it with your family and friends in your home. Good luck with the challenge, and we'll see you soon.